Hello YouTube, Clumpy Toad here with my episode 4 of Pokemon Red Let's Play. Alright, so last time we beat Brock, and now we're gonna head ourselves eastward and head to Mount Moon and Cerulean City. But first I'm gonna stop off at the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then we'll move on from there. Alright. Mount Moon we go. Or, as a lot of people call it, Zubat Central. Yeah, a lot of people complain about how you run into Zubat far too many times when you go through Mount Moon. But, no big deal. Zubat's good experience, that sort of thing. Alright, so first battle up against, Alas. Not Alice, a lass. Looking out for the Pidgey, and we'll go up with Charmander. Alright, Ember. These are all really easy battles. I think these were more or less designed for people who caught more than, or had more than one Pokemon after beating Brock, so they would have something to train on in between. Well, obviously that was the case, because that's what trainers are for, is just to power level your Pokemon. See, trainer fights give you more experience than fighting the Pokemon that would be the same level in the wild. Alright, so first one down. Next guy. This fella's a bug catcher, and we are gonna teach him a lesson. Okay. I think I'm most looking forward to getting to 3rd generation, because then we're going to play Pokemon Emerald, which is my favorite Pokemon game made to date. And I'll get into gushing about it when we get there, but for now, let's just enjoy this. There's not much that's going on right now to talk about. I mean, killing some bugs. Ooh, yeah, right. Charmander hit level 16, so... Oh boy. For those of you who don't know, you're in for a real surprise. Kind of. Oh, here we go! Oh boy! Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah! We got Charmeleon. So, this is another update. When a Pokemon evolves, more times than not, it'll increase stats in various categories. I say more times than not because there are actually Pokemon that do lose stats when they evolve. Like, well, off the top of my head, from 3rd generation, when you evolve an Nincada into a Ninjask and Shedinja, the Ninjask will have a lot less defense. Like, a lot less defense because, well, it doesn't have its shell, apparently. But it gains a lot of speed. And obviously Shedinja, for those who don't know again, only has 1 HP permanently, so it loses all of its HP. Again, as well alongside its defense. Which, defense doesn't mean anything if you have no HP, so... Anyway, I'm on topic. Anyway, so our second, no, that was our 3rd trainer. Here's our 4th, another bug catcher. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep on going and trucking through these guys, one at a time. Yep. And I leveled up, sweet. I'll get into this in more detail when I get to 2nd generation, but as you saw on the status screen there, you have your attack, defense, special, and speed. Now, in the next generation, you have yourself attack, and defense, and special attack, and special defense. See, the attacks, like I said in, I think it was last part, or the part before, special attack draws from, or are drawn from certain types, but Pokemon in this game, such as Psychic Pokemon, which essentially are game breakers. That's one of the other things about, well, this is coming on to another innovation with the new games. Psychic type Pokemon in the second generation are put in their place more so than in first generation. Psychic Pokemon really are the game breakers only because they have such high special. And since special works in the way of, well, psychic attacks are special type attacks. So they draw from special, which is combined between special defense and special attack. See, the game will recognize that you have special attack and special defense, but they're combined in one entity. So in that regard, you've got an attack, say Hydro Pump, going against an Alakazam, will not do as much because it's a special attack hitting the special stat. See, because both are drawn from one stat, so they both have the same number. That's why in second generation, when they're split up into two stats, Pokemon like Alakazam become brittle as hell because they take a Surf and they're almost dead, almost guaranteed. When, well, it depends what they're fighting, of course, but that's just one example. Or if you get Hypno, which has a high special in this game as well, in the following game, it's special attack and special defense. It has a high special defense, but a lower special attack. There go, it's just not as good, I guess is how you could put it. Alright, there's another bug catcher down. Now, I am avoiding that guy with the Spearow down there, and I'm also, I just totally walked into this chick. This chick I was planning on avoiding only because she has a Jigglypuff, and Jigglypuff can put you to sleep. Sleep status. Oh, frick, and disable. Great. Disable temporarily makes it so you can't use an attack for anywhere from 2 to 5 turns. And there's the AI derping around again. Now, see, the difference with how newer games work is the AI is drawn from two different parts because there's the wild Pokemon AI and then there is the trainer AI. Now, trainer AI is obviously smarter because, actually, that's not even obvious. I don't know why that would be the case. You'd think they would both have to be smarter to compensate. But regardless of how you put it, yeah. I just completely derped on that one. My brain is just stopping. Alright, so this is the Pokemon Center right before Mount Moon. Now over here on our right, there's this fella right here. And he talks about how he wants to sell you a Magikarp. Now, Magikarp becomes the almighty and daunting Gyarados. Yes, Gyarados is awesome, I'm aware of that. But I'm not going to buy one, I'm just showing that off so that anybody who plays this knows about it. See, that's how you get a Magikarp before you get to Vermilion City. Alright, and here we are in Zubat Central, here's our first Zubat, and we're going to kill it with Ember. See, one of the things when you're playing through with Charmander, if you power level your Charmeleon enough, once you get to Misty, it's not really a problem because Scratch can deal with it. Oh, hey. A Paris. I wonder... will it survive? Nope. Critical hit, of course. I was thinking about catching it, but apparently that is just not how it works. I guess I should talk about TMs a little bit. TMs can be obtained in a whole bunch of different ways. You can either buy them, find them on the ground, or get them obtained through gym battles. TMs give your Pokemon an attack that can teach certain Pokemon certain attacks with certain TMs. It's very certain. I'm quite certain, you see. So, yeah, one of the other things is, with, most recently, the 5th generation games, is, TMs are infinite. And that is actually was one of the biggest things that came out of that series. Came out of that part of the series was having infinite TMs. But another thing that came out from that was HMs are not mandatory, or were not mandatory in that game. So you didn't have to teach a Pokemon Cut, you didn't have to teach a Pokemon Strength or Flash, because everything you did in the game didn't require them. Now, when we get into our first HMs, I'll explain a little more, but HMs are a terrible, terrible idea. Horribly executed in the first, well, let's face it, the first 3 generations. They were just a terrible idea. One of the main reasons is because in first generation, there is no move deleting. Yes, that is one of the reasons why first generation just has a lot of problems with it. Problems that were fixed, but it did set the ground for the rest of the games that would come after it. But that's why first gen is not the best generation. Not because of the Pokemon. Oh, no. There's nothing wrong with the Pokemon. Oh boy, look at the time. I have gone way overboard here, guys. I seem to have lost my train of thought again. Anyway, I'm gonna have to stop us right there. As soon as I kill this Clefairy, of course. Die, Clefairy, die! Burn! Sorry. Anyway, this has been another episode of, or another part of this Let's Play for Pokemon Red. Anyway, this is Columpy Toad, signing out. See you later, everybody.